fellow YouTubers. Back in the cab of my truck on the side of the road, taking a small break, and you know what I do on my breaks. Just sold another small piece, and it always is a little wonderful slice of surprise. I'm out back carving on another pumpkin, hoping to lure, and that's the right term in this case, lure the tourist. So I thought I might do a small video on just the subtleties of how to catch a tourist. Much like fishing, no question about it, same applications. Other than you don't have to go around killing a fish or sitting for hours wherever you want to sit to fish. It was always just incredibly boring for a few seconds of thrill. And then I'm looking at some poor dead creature. So, all right, I'm going to give a small symposium, is that the word? On just how to create an image that will draw people to your door. Anyway, draw people to you. So, how to set up a vendor's paradise. 101. Long ago in ancient Japan, maybe even to today, what you did for a living, how you survived, was called your due. I think I'll have to get started on this again. I got a customer coming in. We'll see what this is all about. At any rate, this is a symposium on vending, and the customer just drives in. I'll be back. Well, that was a wonderful little visit. A Chinese couple in that dynamite big black liveaboard van. I'm sure they were enjoying the hell out of it. Thought I had sold the big elephant there for a moment or two. $400, I don't think is a major ticket for these folks. Anyway, back to Vendor's Paradise. Okay, now you look across at that guy across the street, and quite simply, it's all right. It's stark. It sits there, and I'm sure he thinks that he's a great roadside attraction, and he does really good business. Not the world's most likable fella, but what the hell? Most of these guys, small town guys with businesses aren't. But you notice the colors, red and yellow. Hey, we're on to something. In advertising, red is a biggie. Stop signs, so on and so forth. So first, color. We're human beings, and we're drawn, generally, being mammals, we're drawn to two things. Color and movement, motion. Flags are wonderful. In my case, I've got a Mexican blanket and a turquoise sheet. Both of them wave in the wind, thereby drawing attention to themselves. The color, of course, the red on the top, turquoise on the left, subtle. So now I've got movement, and as you can see, I've got plenty of visuals coming from both directions. Parking up the wazoo. As you just saw that big ass black van pull in and drive out. So now you've managed to steal, really, the visuals from the guy across the street. Because as people drive down, this is what they're looking for. Some chicken shit little thing out of their memories, especially a wood carver. Drive right past, but nonetheless, you see. Now once you've got it yourself positioned with good parking, good visuals, lots of color, lots of movement, you have to have product. I've seen some god-awful wood sculptures. So judge my work for yourself. I think it's more than passable. You know, I don't put myself down as any kind of a great sculptor, but by God, I can knock out a fucking elephant. Put that on your goddamn resumes. Sorry, people. Anyway, red, color, product. Interesting. That's another category you want to get into. In other words, lots of things for people to look at. That's the only problem with this display of mine, is it is sparse. If I had a ton of stuff like back in the old day, they'd be stopping here just so they could stroll around. Another thing to be remembered, here's some pumpkins I'm carving, another pumpkin guy. I got my sign out over here. I painted it up here this morning. Oh, wonderful pumpkin. As long as the sign says what you want it to say. People get fancy, but remember on yard sale signs, sheets of paper with arrows pointed on them, and people just get all hot and bothered for them. So the next thing, and not the last, is to have a presence, if you can. I carve wood, so I'm out there with a chainsaw, and in this case, I'm carving, again, a pumpkin. So here's the artist working on the set, as it were. And that also is appealing to folks driving by. They love to relate to the artist, they like to talk to him, us, and we love to talk to them. And that has to be one of the main focuses which you ultimately come to when you put yourself here and people just show up. The Tao delivering money or friendship or funny jokes every day. But you become part of their reality for a very short period of time. You become part of their memories, I think probably for a very long time. The day they came to the shores, went down to ocean shores and stopped at a wood carver and got that owl. And there the owl sits on their mantle, and I'm part of their memories. So you always want to remember, if you can, and I'm the, I'm a romantic. I believe in these momentary exchanges of fun, affection that you have with the folks that stop by and get your work. So there we go. Location, location, location. Color, movement, anything to draw their eye. Red, yellow, then good product, then good attitude, and good head for dealing with boredom. Remember, you're part of their experience. It has nothing to do with sales. It has everything to do with the Tao. Don Quixote, hope you enjoyed this little seminar.